Hello everybody. So just a little what you will call it a little tutorial on how to paint your miniatures with technical technical paint. And if you see here, I do use this nihalacal oxide to use these spooky flames on this vampire count rider dude. And what I'm primarily going to use are these paints here. That's not actually paints, they are something Citadel calls shades. And for this I'm going to use Noil oil and Cereum Sepia and maybe some earth shades. And that's about it for this miniature. I'm also going to use, some metals and something probably for the wood thing here. But the cape, I'm going to try to just use Nolan oil. I'm going to show you right now how I do it. Shake it like a minute. And yeah, so I have also purchased these kind of brushes. I know probably overkill, but I really love how they hold the shade in it, and it's really going to help me to have a control. So let's try to show you how I'm doing this with just putting wash on the miniature. So when you are painting with washes, you have to remember 2-3 things. First of all, the first layer is just the prime layer. You need to have a white undercoat, and you are building up, and you will have this natural contrast of brightness on top and dark in the recesses. So this process you're seeing now are just the first step. So I'm guessing it's going to be like 5 or 6 times with this to build up some kind of black. Coat on this. And if you have seen a video I done quite recently, let's see if I can find the miniature. You can see on top of the helmet here, this is 4 passes of this Nolan oil, and you have to make it dry completely each time. So it's the drying time is depending on how your temperature is, where you are painting, and humidity and so on. But I guess a quarter or something. That's why I like this method. I can take and do it to all the other 4 miniatures, and while I'm done with them, the first one will most likely be dry to paint another. And it's really important when you are doing these shades that you are painting it in one go, the color you want. You need to be trying to be as precise as you can, because if you're going black over this bone, it's going to ruin the sepia effect. So and that's why I like this. It's pointy and really good brush. So just have some concentration when you're doing this, and it's be all right. And I have to say this, my brain is not used to do more than one thing at once, so this talking and painting at the same time is a real pain in the ass neck for me, because yeah, it's just really difficult to have a fluent talk while I'm painting. So I don't know about you guys, but it's really hard. But enough about that. You can see already now you can see the cloth is really showing some promise here of what to come. So this is how to paint with shades. Use white or grey background. You can use probably you can also go with a heavy dry brush over black to have some pre-shading, and then from there build up with shades, and the shades will kind of hide your dry brush. When I say dry brush, I mean a really dry brush. You take almost all the paint off and you go at the miniature. It can be a good effect, but you have to do it with confidence and probably know what you are doing. But you know, practice may make perfect. So if you've never done it before, you shouldn't be too afraid to just try it. So yeah, I'm not going to film the whole thing because it's going to take a while to get it all dry up and ready for the next time, but probably by watching this you have some idea how to paint with shades from Citadel. And now I'm going to just and you can see already now, while it's drying, it's going to darken up quite a bit. So you can see this is before and this is after. So now you just have to leave him alone and make the dude dry up some. So 2-3 more times with the shades and it will be good. And yeah, so and you see this metal. I'm going to make a metal, paint with metals, so I'm not just doing shades, but the effect will be really good, I think. And you can predetermine some shades on it, even if you are going to paint over it with color. If you're thinning down your paints, you are going to have some effect of it. Or just to see how this miniature is really sculpted. So okay, wrap up. Be precise where you're putting your shades, and it have to be on some kind of light background to really make it paint. And yeah, just take your time and paint in one go the shades, because if you let it dry and you start at the same place, you will have this strange the dry line. You will see the dry line even when it's finished all, because it will not dry completely the same or settle down in the same way. So you have to be hurrying, but not hurrying so much that you mess up your work. So yeah, I hope this gives you some idea of how to do it. And yeah. Alright, thank you for watching. Bye now.